important that we have numbers, that we have rows filled up. That is the most important thing. And I just lived that way. When I became a pastor, first goal, just fill the church up. We just got to get, and when I was a kid, if you filled the church up like twice, you were building. You're in a building program because you're going to build a bigger auditorium to get more people. You got to have rows filled. Now, I'm not discouraging rows being filled. Obviously, there's a place for that. It's important. We want to have you bring your friends. Obviously, we want to have things happen that get us a chance to introduce ourselves to people and tell the good news of Christ and all those things. Great. But here's what I've learned over the years. When you study the life of Jesus, he attracted thousands of people. I mean, people flocked to him everywhere. They were constantly around. We know that just the day when the people were hungry and he broke bread, and had the miracle of feeding the 5,000 plus women and children. So there were thousands of people that followed him around. But he never made a big deal over the crowds. He never really called a lot of attention to it. It was just a report, and many people followed him, and many people came. Fine, but Jesus never stopped and said, guys, look at all the people. Look at how successful we are. See all of the people sitting in rows listening to me teach. We know that we are effective because we have all these people who've gathered. What's interesting is although thousands of people followed Jesus, he poured his life into just a handful. In fact, it was often he was taking this handful of men and he was pulling them away from the crowd. Hey, that's all the people over here. That's fine. That's a wonderful thing, good thing. We'll feed them. They're hungry. But come over here. I'm going to talk to you guys. He was constantly pulling a handful of people away from the big crowd, and he poured his life into them. Why? Well, one reason is because you can impress